Once upon a time, in a faraway forest, there lived many animals. There was a cuckoo bird, a squirrel, a swan, a lion, a tortoise, and a hare. Now, most of the time, all of the animals got along and would play together for hours. But just like any group of friends, there were times when they disagreed. But all in all, they were very happy living together in their forest. And liked to challenge the other animals to races. And to boast about it when she won.
It's okay. It's okay. Stop. Usually, the other animals just ignored her. But one day, it all became too much for the tortoise. He replied in a voice slow and steady, "I accept your challenge."
The animals were shocked and tried to talk Tortoise out of the race. But he insisted, saying,
"The hare is and that isn't right."
The animals all agreed to help, and they worked together to help train the tortoise. But despite their best efforts, he was still a tortoise, and tortoises are simply not very fast. Still, they tried and supported their friend as best they could. Finally, the big day was here. All the animals gathered together at the starting line at dawn. The lion took his post, raised his arm, and said,
Ready, set, roar!
"Roar" is lion for go. The hare took off like a shot as the meek tortoise trudged slowly off. When the hare saw how slow her rival was, she decided to take her time finishing the race. So the hare began walking. She soon came to a tall tree and decided to sit beneath it and relax in the shade while waiting for the tortoise. But the grass was so soft and the day so pleasant that she soon felt herself drifting off to sleep. Meanwhile, the tortoise plodded on step by step, slowly and steadily, while the animals cheered him on.
Go, tortoise, go. You can move yourself.
The sun started to sink below the horizon, and the tortoise, who had been flying towards the winning post since morning, was scarcely a yard from the finish. At that very moment, the hare woke up. She could see the tortoise was just a speck in the distance, so away she dashed. She ran as fast as she could, her feet pounding the ground and gasping for breath. The other animals had fallen asleep in the stands, because watching a tortoise run a race is not very good. But as the hare's pounding feet came closer, they all awoke. And to their surprise, who was in the lead? The tortoise! The animals cheered and began to sing again.
Go, tortoise, go. You can win me now. Left, feeling sorry for herself, she began to realize that maybe the way she had treated her friends wasn't very nice. She stood up and went over to shake the tortoise's hand.
Good job, tortoise. I'll be nicer now.
The tortoise smiled and thanked the hare.
Thank you.
Now, since they had fallen asleep for most of the race, all of the other animals were very curious. So the coop